Last month, I made a video about building better habits, but the real habit isn't building them, it's actually sticking to them when life gets busy. Today, I'm going to take you through a realistic day in my life where I'm trying to maintain these habits while balancing the reality of being a soon-to-be mom of 3. Good morning. It is a Monday, which means I'm trying to get back into routines, into the groove of things. One of the things I'm trying to work on is maintaining the habits that I have set up for myself, to include waking up earlier, journaling, walking, all that good stuff. So to start off the morning, I did not get to wake up earlier today. This pregnancy has made it so hard for me to fall asleep. I think I have pregnancy insomnia, which usually results in me getting under like 5 hours of sleep per night, which is kind of crazy. Honestly, that is the biggest struggle I have had trying to wake up earlier, because if I'm going to sleep at 2 or 3 in the morning, I'm not trying to wake up at 6 a.m. Because of the stage of life that I'm in right now and I have that pregnancy insomnia, I'm not too worried about it, but I am just trying to wake up just a little bit earlier before my kids so I can have that me time. Speaking of struggling to sleep, I'm struggling to stay awake right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a coffee. I want to try to replicate the Dunkin' Donuts iced caramel latte. So I found a little Reddit recipe. Hopefully it works out, because if I can figure this recipe out at home. A while ago, I did order these cups off of Amazon because I wanted to feel like a little barista at home. So now it's time to finally put them to use. According to this recipe, we're gonna pump 3 tablespoons of caramel sauce. I recently bought the Toriani one, so I'm hoping this gives off the same flavor, but I'm not sure it will. We're gonna go ahead and just measure 3 tablespoons. It kind of feels like a lot of sugar. Moment of truth. I got the ice, got the coffee. So far, it looks pretty promising. We got our coffee right here. That's pretty close. Wow. I'm struggling to drink out of this cup with the ice, but it's a pretty close dupe. So I see myself making this at home so much more now. This just made my morning. I'm a happy girl. I'm a happy girl. Okay, also, I just recently bought this planner. I think I got it at Marshall's. I got it because I love pen and paper type of planning. And even though I do a mix of digital and paper and pen planning, I feel like writing things down physically really does help me remember. One of the systems I'm actually working on is doing like the little brain dump. So I've been getting a lot of things off my list, but if I need to like see it constantly. And that is why I want to start writing down my little to-dos for the day, even for the week. So I won't lose track of the goals I'm trying to do, the things I need to do. Like I need to actually... Surprise! Hi! I know there's a couple of to-dos I want to get done today. Like I need to buy some more contacts, pick up some trial lenses, possibly purchase an actual album book. I did print out like 300 photos yesterday at Walgreens because I need to stop depending so much on the digital stuff. One thing I realized is that we take thousands of photos per year, per month for some of us. And while yes, we're capturing those memories, they get lost very easily, which means we're not going back to look at them. I want to have a physical album with pictures of at least like the main events. Like I just printed out our summer Disney World trip photos or Miami photos. Not gonna lie, I probably printed way too many. So I'm gonna filter them out, see which ones I want for the actual album, and then some that the girls can just look at and play with, hang around the house, things like that. But right now, I'm trying to work on a system so I can actually get things done on my brain dump list. So I'm gonna take a look at this. I'm gonna try to plan out some things for today. Try to get myself organized, because ever since leaving my job, I just feel like I need a routine. It sounds like that's kind of like the theme of this video, trying to find a routine. All right, I got myself a nice little to-do list for today. Then some home things I want to work on is laundry, clean bathrooms. Speaking of laundry, I have been keeping up with my laundry ever since I made my little home chore system. And I have to say, it's been the best thing ever. It has been a game changer not to have to do a whole week load of laundry or 2 weeks in one sitting, because that is daunting. And honestly, it takes me like 2 or 3 days to actually put things away. Now that I do a lot more laundry, but I just do smaller loads, folding it and putting it away, I can pretty much just do it at the same time it's done.
Thank you for calling iCare.
Hi, I need to order more contact lenses.
Goodness gracious, I'm so sorry.
No, bless you, you're good. Okay, and then am I able to pick up a box of trial lenses for today? Okay, perfect, thank you.
Our patient hours are Tuesday through Thursday.
Speak with the nurse regarding a press 2.
For dental, press 3.
Hi ma'am, I'm trying to schedule 2 wellness exams for my cats.
We'll see you at 10 o'clock on Thursday.
You guys don't know what's coming to you guys on Thursday. It is 1:20, which means I'm actually gonna go ahead and start dinner. If it was any regular day, I would probably start this around 4, closer to 4. But my husband works a double shift today and tomorrow, which means I want to make him some nice lunch/dinner to take. When I was working from home, it was pretty much impossible to be able to cook dinner for him before like 2 p.m. But now that I'm back to being a stay-at-home mom, I have the time. So I'm gonna be a good wife and cook him some chicken. He did leave this out on the counter table, which I think is a hint that he wants some black beans for lunch today. Today, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Some chicken, some seasoning, rice, and then beans. Bada boom, bada bing, done. I'm also gonna make him a hot dog because we bought these brioche buns from Whole Foods. But my husband's the type that he can't just eat a hot dog in a bun. And no, it has to have like onions, garlic, a bunch of stuff on top. So gonna go ahead and make those 2 things. And honestly, it's a good thing because that means dinner is done early and I don't have to worry about it later. Let's try this one. Oh! All right, here we have the lineup. We have some hot dogs done, chicken cooking, beans pretty much done, and then some hibiscus tea because he loves some hibiscus tea, so I'm gonna make some for him. Kids asked for oatmeal. Here it is. I am on a roll, but my kitchen is kind of crazy right now. So gonna go ahead, pack everything up, hopefully do a little 5-minute clean, but cleaning is gonna have to wait until after an attempted snack time. Rush time is over, and this is kind of the leftover when you're trying to do a million things at a time, have kids trying to feed the cats, and just trying to do it all. So I'm gonna take 10 minutes to do a quick cleanup while my kids finish their oatmeal, and then I'm hoping for a little nap. Not bad for a 15-minute cleanup. I do have to empty out the dishwasher, so that's its own situation, but at least it's not overwhelming. Originally, I didn't plan on going for a walk, but because I am doing kind of like a step challenge for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do at least 1 lap, get some of those steps in.
2 laps.
Well, I think 1 because it's pretty chilly. We definitely had a spring situation. It was pretty much 80 just last week, and now it is 35. Now, since I do plan on taking the stroller, I took off my Apple Watch and I did put it on my ankle because I'm trying to track my steps accurately, or as accurately as possible.
Mommy?
Right now it's 8:40 and it's a little past the kids' bedtime. I would prefer if we were already in bed by now, but schedules are not my strength. So we're working on it, but they just showered, they ate. They're gonna drink their little milks while I do my little 15-minute cleanup. One of my habits that I'm working on is trying to do a 15-minute cleanup before they go to bed, because when I put them to bed, I myself tend to get tired, sleepy, and lazy. Most of the time I do push through and try to clean up more, but this just gives me like a sense of accomplishment before bedtime, because sometimes bedtime can be crazy and sometimes it goes smooth. You just never know. Alright guys, it is almost midnight. After I put the girls to bed, I did some cleaning up. Now all I'm gonna do is just kind of do my nightly brain dump onto here. Things I need to do, things I want to get done. And then I think I'm just gonna take my mornings and try to organize things I can do for that specific day. But for right now, I don't wanna think about it too much. I just wanna go ahead and write what's on my mind, release it onto pen and paper. I kind of wanted to organize some videos for editing, but I'm also trying not to go to sleep too late because I wanna work on waking up earlier, before my kids wake up. Which just seems the earlier I try to wake up, the earlier they wake up. Kids can honestly sense it. We've made it to the end of the night. It is currently like 1:30 in the morning. I swear I try to go to bed earlier each night. And I kind of am, like by like 10, 20, 30 minutes each time. So I'm working on it. It's just a slow progress. Like I want to eventually go to bed at 11:30 p.m. But this is also an improvement from going to bed at 2:30 in the morning. So trying to look at the positives here. I also don't have my contacts or lenses on. So I know I just look a little crazy on the viewfinder. Anywho, as you guys saw, I don't have my habits perfectly set up every single day. But I am trying to include them, whether I'm hitting at least 3, 4 out of 5, and really just work onto making it actual habits versus just things I'm trying out. I think it's outdated, but I know years ago they said it takes about 21 days, give or take, to actually make something a habit, and that's what we're working on. So this was a pretty average day, and with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to bed, so I will see you guys next time.